What's up, everybody? It's AJ with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out the eTrailer tilting and folding cargo carrier on our 2021 Chevrolet Equinox. This is a good cargo carrier to get that gear out of your vehicle and outside. That way there's more leg room for everybody inside, which makes everybody happier on those longer trips. So great for if you have muddy gear for some reason, maybe smelly sports equipment, or maybe you return from the beach. You can throw that gear in this cargo carrier. That way your interior never gets messed up, doesn't have any smells, you don't have to clean up sand or mud or anything. It all stays out here, and it's easy just to spray this off with a hose, leave it outside to dry. Now it has a weight capacity of 500 pounds, so keep that in mind when you're loading up with all the gear you want to take. Speaking of that, let's get some measurements to see how much it can actually handle. Looks like it's 60 inches long and 24 wide. So that's how much room you're going to be working with. It's got a black powder coat steel on it. It's going to hold up, very durable. Plenty of attachment points here with these open bars, so if you go to strap stuff down, you can wrap it around here and attach it and strap it down nice and tight. I like that that's that versatile, so where, you know, sometimes they only have designated spots, and that might not work with certain cargo. Sometimes you need to strap it down here to here, here to here. This gives you all that open space and this rail to get it done. Some other measurements is we'll get how much it adds to the back of your vehicle, and that's something to keep in mind. If this is the first cargo carrier you're getting, you put it on the back of your vehicle, you want to remember it's back there. You don't want to back up into anything. Hopefully your backup camera that you have on your Equinox, you can see it, so it'll be harder to forget. So from the back of the bumper to the end here, measures about 39 inches. So it's going to add that to the back of your vehicle. Keep that in mind. One thing that comes in handy with this one, though, is it'll fold up. So it'll take up significantly less space. So let's get into that. All you got to do is pull these pins. That might require you to lift up just a little bit to pull the pin out. With that removed, you can tilt it up and replace the pins. And the pins can be a little stubborn sometimes, so you can just kind of shake the carrier back and forth and rotate the pin so it goes all the way through. You can see it's almost there right now. Let's try the other one. There we go. Replace that pin. Now we'll make another measurement. Looks like from the back of the vehicle out, kind of eyeballing it. It's going to be about 18 inches. So it saves quite a bit of space, but again, still remember it's back there. You don't want to accidentally back anything with this added. Now, tilt it back down. And show you the other great feature about it. Let's say you have it loaded up with stuff and you forgot something in the back and you want to open that hatch and get to it, but you don't want to unload the entire carrier. You could just tilt it back like this. All your gear will still be loaded, and then you can still open the door. So that's a pretty handy feature. If you just forgot something there, you want to grab it, you load it up, you're ready to leave and head to your adventure, or you're headed back from your adventure. Maybe you want to grab a bottle of water out of the cooler that's in the back or something like that. Now, put it back up in this position and replace the pins. All right, with those replaced, let's check out ground clearance, how close it is to the ground. Something that it does have going for it is there is a rise in the shank, so that gives you a little bit more, because on your Equinox, the hitch is lower to the ground, so this is going to be lower to the ground. So you got about 11 inches from the ground to the bottom of the carrier. So, like I said, luckily the shank comes up a little bit, gives you a little more space. Keep that in mind when you're going up steep hills or driveways. You don't want it to scrape. I'll set the tape measure aside. And let's look at how it goes in the hitch. If it's 2-inch by 2-inch hitches, a couple things going on here. We got an anti-rattle bolt that goes in here that takes out the shake and play. I'll move the carrier back and forth. You got a little bit of movement. That's just because it tilts up and folds down, but not too bad. It's pretty sturdy. Another good thing that they added that comes with it that I usually recommend for other cargo carriers is this hitch aligner. This is a collar that just sits here. Once you set it to your hitch and get that hole lined up the first time, you just tighten this down and this will stay in place. You don't have to look anymore. You just pick it up, put it in your hitch, it'll hit this collar, and you'll know that the hole is going to line up. That makes it super easy to put your cargo carrier in, because this one's a little bit heavy and cumbersome when you lift it up to go put it in there, so it can be kind of frustrating to slide it in, look to the side, push a little bit more, look to the side, oh, you went too far, pull it back. That's kind of the whole thing with these cargo carriers. That eliminates that. That way it's one and done and you're good to go. Now, with the anti-rattle pin, you can get a locking one, so if you want to lock it to your hitch, that way nobody can mess with it, you can get that as an option too. I recommend it. Well, I think that does it. Thanks for hanging out, and I hope this helped.
Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action. This simulates turning corners or evasively maneuvering. Once we get to the full speed bumps, we'll see the up and down action. This will be just like driving in and out of a parking lot, parking garage, or driveway. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or pothole or driving over uneven pavement.